Chapter 2. No, said Tom. That's not fair. He and Alan and Joe were wandering around behind the barn at Billy's house, arguing over where to dig the first worm. What do you mean it's not fair? Said Joe. Nobody said anything about where the worms were supposed to come from. We can get them from anywhere we want. Not from a manure pile, said Tom. That's not fair. Even if we didn't make a rule about something like that, you still have to be fair. What difference does it make where we get the worms from? Said Alan. A worm's a worm. There's nothing wrong with manure, said Joe. It comes from cows, just like milk does. Joe was sly, devious, and a schemer. The manure pile has been his idea. You and Billy have got to be fair too, said Alan, Tom. Besides, we'll dig in the old part of the pile, where it doesn't smell much anymore. Come on, said Tom, starting off across the field, dragging his shovel. If it was fair, you wouldn't be so anxious about it. Would you eat a worm from a manure pile? Joe and Alan ran to catch up to Tom. I wouldn't eat a worm, period, said Joe, so you can't go by that. Yeah, but if your mother told you to go out and pick some daisies from the supper table, would you pick the daisies off a manure pile? My mother wouldn't ask me. She'd ask my sister. You know what I mean. Alan and Tom and Joe leaned on their shovels under the tree in an apple orchard, watching the worms that they had dug squirm on top of a flat rock. Not him, said Tom, pointing at a nightcrawler. Why not? Look at him. He'd choke a dog. Jeez, exploded Alan. You expect us to pick one that Billy can just gulp down like an ant or a nit? Gulping's not eating, said Joe. The worm's got to be big enough so Billy has to cut it with his biters and eat it with a fork, off a plate. It's this one or nothing, said Alan, picking up the nightcrawler. Tom considered the matter. It would be more fun watching Billy try to eat the nightcrawler. He ended up grinning. Boy, it was huge. It was a regular python. Wait till Billy saw it. We'll let you choose where to dig, said Alan. I'm sorry, I read that wrong. We let you choose where to dig, said Alan. After all, thought Tom, Billy couldn't expect to win $50 just by gulping down a few measly baby worms. So he thought it was only fair now. All right, come on. He turned and started back towards the barn, dragging his shovel.